The summer months are here, which means a lot of people are planning some get-togethers. 4th of July is coming up. There's a lot of reasons why people might be gathering, but of course, we're talking about how things are a little bit different right now with coronavirus and the pandemic situation. Everybody out there wants to stay safe. We have Mara Horton joining us this morning. She has some tips for us on how to still get together, but maintain your sense of safety as well. Mara, good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
So tell us a little bit about the kind of thought process here. Yes, folks still want to try to find ways to safely get together, but they're curious, how do we go about doing that?
Sure, it's so important because we've been missing human connection and touch for some time now. So we want to be as creative as possible and we want to stay as safe as possible. So wherever your comfort level lies, if you feel like it's necessary that you still need to social distance with masks on within your families, that's totally fine. Or doing it outdoors is a great way to still feel safe and have less of an interaction, but sharing some meals together, if we can still do it outside, and maybe instead of buffet style, have one person serve the food so there's less touch points. Those are awesome, good ideas. We just need to be as creative as possible.
Well, I think those are some good tips there. Of course, yeah, the buffet style tip is a big one if you're having get-togethers. Tell us a little bit about your expertise and how you're able to speak to us on these topics.
Yeah, so my husband was a career college football coach who was diagnosed at an early age with Parkinson's disease. And so I, for less than other names, have been called a caretaker for the 11 years that I helped him through his ailment. He did subsequently pass away, but it's definitely an ebb and a flow when you're trying to take care of loved ones and children and everyone to keep them safe and sane in the process. So yeah, we're all independent caretakers at heart.
Well, I'm so sorry for your loss, but when you're talking about family and those connections, you for one can speak about how important that is. So how important do you think it is for people to try to stay connected in some way, shape, or form during this time?
Yeah, sure. Definitely. Mental health is just as important as physical health. And so we want to stay connected by either touching base via phone or emails or text messages. And the most important thing is to also just stay connected while you're doing it, to make sure that you're not distracted by other things and you're really dialing in and trying to see how your loved ones are. And whatever way you're doing it, just make sure you're staying present in the moment.
If people want to learn more about you and what you're doing, how can they follow you?
Sure, on carecoachadvice.com or on social media channels with the same name.
And when people do so, what type of things will they be seeing from you over the time here?
Yeah, definitely. We like to give lots of caregiver tips and actually on the grounds of how to help maintain sanity, safety, and awareness that you're not alone and that we're all going through different things together. And if we can come together as a community, we can get through it much easier.
Some great tips, some important advice there, critical during this time that we are all going through. Thank you so much for stopping by Studio 10 and talking to us about some of this stuff today.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
All right, we appreciate it.